If you're over 50 and you've been told to just do more squats to fix your weak glutes, stop right there. What I'm about to share could save your knees from months, maybe even years of unnecessary pain. Because the truth is, some of the most popular glute exercises people swear by can quietly overload your knees, especially after 50. And if your knees are already stiff, achy, or making those crunchy sounds when you stand up, you need to hear this before your next workout. I know how frustrating it feels. You want stronger hips. You want better balance. You want to walk, climb stairs, maybe even play with your grandkids without discomfort. So you look up best glute exercises, and what do you see? Deep squats, lunges, jump squats, step-ups. And while those moves can be great for some people, they're not always knee-friendly for bodies over 50 that have a little wear and tear. Here's what most people don't realize. Your glutes are hip muscles. Their main job is to extend and stabilize your hips. But when you load exercises in a way that forces your knees to take over, like pushing your knees far forward in deep squats or lunges, you shift stress away from the hips and straight into the knee joint. If your glutes aren't firing properly, your knees compensate. And that's when pain starts creeping in. After 50, joint cartilage isn't as forgiving, recovery takes longer, inflammation sticks around. So if you keep hammering knee-dominant exercises thinking you're strengthening your glutes, you might actually be irritating your knees instead. Now don't panic, I'm not telling you to stop training your glutes. In fact, strong glutes are one of the best things you can build after 50. They protect your lower back, they improve balance. They reduce fall risk, they even help your knees feel better when trained correctly. The key is choosing hip-dominant, knee-friendly movements. For example, instead of starting with deep forward lunges, begin with simple glute bridges. When you lie on your back, feet flat, and drive through your heels to lift your hips, you load the glutes directly without forcing the knees into excessive flexion. Focus on squeezing your glutes at the top, not arching your lower back. Slow and controlled, that mind-muscle connection becomes even more important as we age. Another powerful option is the hip hinge pattern. Think Romanian deadlifts with light dumbbells or even just bodyweight hinges. When you push your hips back while keeping a soft bend in your knees, you shift the work into your glutes and hamstrings instead of your knees. Your shins stay relatively vertical. That's the detail most people miss. Vertical shins usually mean less knee strain, and let's talk about step-ups. They're not bad, but height matters. A high box forces deep knee bend. A lower step keeps the movement safer and more controlled. After 50, ego has no place in your training. Smart progressions beat flashy reps every time. If your knees already ache, here's something else to consider: activation before load. Sometimes the issue isn't the exercise itself, it's that your glutes are asleep. Years of sitting can weaken the neural connection. So before you jump into compound movements, try clamshells or side-lying leg lifts. These target the glute medius, a muscle critical for stabilizing your pelvis and reducing knee collapse. When that muscle wakes up, your knees often feel more supported during bigger movements. I also want you to pay attention to pain signals. Muscle fatigue in your hips, that's normal. Sharp or persistent pain in the front of your knee, that's feedback. Don't ignore it, modify immediately, reduce range of motion, slow down the tempo. Your goal after 50 isn't to punish your body, it's to build resilience. And here's something encouraging: you don't need heavy weights to see results. Research consistently shows that controlled tempo, proper form, and consistent frequency can stimulate strength gains even with moderate resistance. In fact, many people over 50 thrive on slightly higher reps with excellent form rather than maximal loads. Let me say this clearly because it's important: your knees are not the enemy. They're often the victim of weak or underactive hips. When you train your glutes properly, hip-driven, controlled, and aligned, your knees usually thank you. Imagine walking upstairs without that familiar twinge. Imagine standing up from a chair smoothly. Imagine feeling stable when you're out for a walk instead of worrying about uneven ground. That confidence doesn't come from random exercises. It comes from intentional training. So before you do another set of deep lunges or heavy squats, ask yourself, is this movement loading my hips or is it stressing my knees? Small adjustments today can mean years of comfortable movement tomorrow. If this resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. There are so many people over 50 who are silently pushing through knee pain because they think it's just aging. It's not always aging, sometimes it's just strategy. In this channel, we focus on training smarter, not harder, because over 50, longevity is the real win. Strong hips, happy knees, confident movement. And if you found this helpful, make sure you stay tuned, because in the next video, I'll show you a simple knee-friendly glute routine you can do at home in under 15 minutes that supports strength without aggravating your joints. You don't want to miss that. Your body can absolutely get stronger after 50, you just have to give it the right signals.